Warpugs, we're back today with the Epic Animatic and the challenge. Now, this is something I've been waiting to do. This is something I've been waiting for. You guys have said Ithaca is quite literally one of the best parts of this series so far, and it has not disappointed. It has not disappointed in the slightest. Now, this is Ximena, oh my god. I said her name so many times, I think. Ximena Natzel. Their interpretation of the challenge, and I just found out today, and I don't know how I missed this. There's an official animatic, and then, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to check all of that out. To be perfectly honest with you, I think I'm going to have to check all of that out. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I have been enjoying this series so much. And I was just lucky enough to catch up right when the newer songs were dropping, and like I'm just, guys, thank you so much for joining me through this. We're gonna jump into the challenge here. Let's go.
I'm supposed to choose a suitor to wear the crown. I said I would choose as soon as I weave this shroud. They don't know that every night I unthread all the work I've done. 'Cause I'd rather lie than allow them to think they've won. Though I never thought that I'd resort to this. Just know I'll be here. But I don't know how much longer I'll last since we saw that storm. And though it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm. Unless, oh, could it be some kind of sign that my world is all about to change?
No.
Is it finally time for the challenge I arranged? Though I never thought that it would come to this. Just know I'll be here buying you time. Whoever can string my husband's own bow and shoot through 12 axes cleanly will be the new king. Sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen. Let the arrow fly once you know that your aim is true. 'Cause I'd rather die than grow old without the best of you. Though I never thought that these would be the lengths we go for love. I would not have it any other way. And though I never thought that it would end like this, just know I'll be here waiting, 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 waiting. Whoever can string my
Another. I'm going to rant a little bit. One thing that I don't think gets talked about, because we talk about veterans a lot. We definitely talk about veterans on my channel because I am one. When I was getting ready to go into the military, we were at war. And I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew one thing. At the time, I was dating a girl. We were very serious. And I woke up one day and I said, I cannot join the military when I know I'm going to be in a combat zone. And for her to have to sit there and worry about me. Now that was it was a selfish decision back then. More for my sake than for hers. I still believe to this day I acted selfishly in that regard. But I broke it off with her because I did not want to be putting that suffering on somebody else. And I didn't give her the chance to make a choice in that regard. But when soldiers go to war, there is inevitably somebody that is sitting somewhere doing their best, in some cases, not to think about where that special someone is. And doing exactly what Penelope is doing is just waiting for them to get back. And these days, communication is so much better. My cousin got wounded in Iraq. No, was it Iraq or Afghanistan? I can't remember. I believe it was Afghanistan. He got wounded. And the entire family knew before he even arrived to the hospital. Now, he's okay now. He was okay. He had something happen. That's all there is to say about it. But the family knew very quickly. In Penelope's case, Odysseus could have died on the fields of Troy and she'd still not know. She just wouldn't know. There's no way for her to know. And that shows the strength of the commitment of their relationship, that she is still waiting for him to come back over that horizon. And I can only imagine how many times there were women like her who waited on a figure to come over the horizon who was never coming. And these days, I know now, I wasn't thinking about it too much back then, but I know now what my mother must have felt like knowing where I was and knowing what was going on around me. I remember when we got the call that told us that my cousin had been wounded, it pretty much shut down the family for a while until we found out more details, until we found out he was okay. Whenever something happens and somebody is sent to war, there's always someone sitting there hoping that their son will come back alive and okay, that their daughter will come back alive and okay. And sometimes that doesn't happen. And we would have a much better world in general if people just remembered that no matter what we think of anybody, no matter what we think of anyone, of any nation, of any ideology or anything like that, the second that something happens, there's somebody that loves them as much as they love their own family that is sitting there hoping not to hear bad news. And when you're in the military, your family, no news is good news. Warpugs, this series has made me very introspective. It's made me think a lot. I love the power of music for that, and the animators that have brought this to life, I have immense respect for. this here is one of the better series that I've ever seen in any genre, in any field, movie, television. This is one of the better ones. I just do believe we'd have a much better world if people remember that basic fact that the person that you're cheering for, well, quite simply put, the death of, has a family that's sitting back at home. And we forget that sometimes. I forget that sometimes, and I shouldn't. Warpugs, remember those who hold you fondly in their heart. And I hope you guys have a great day, a great night. Thank you for watching this with me. Join as a member of Patreon for early access, and I will catch you guys next time. This series makes me way too sappy and, like, way too introspective. I need more mind-numbing nonsense. Let's go.